Me. Seriously, multiplying complex numbers. My God. So we know that some numbers are not defined, like the square root of negative 25, right? Or the square root of negative 1. And therefore, they are not equal to real numbers. We've talked about this. They're not real numbers. So kind of the answer to this has been this, that we assign a value, I, to the square root of negative 1. Is that okay? And then from there we say, well, what if we had I squared? Well, then we would have I times I, or we would have the square root of negative 1 squared, which would be equal to negative 1. Yes? And we go a little bit farther. This is going to all make sense in just a second. To I cubed, which would be I squared times I. And we know that I squared is negative 1, so it would be negative 1 times I, which would be equal to opposite I, or negative I. This is not my best I, is it? How's that better? And then lastly, this whole thing turns into kind of a cycle. And the last one is I to the 4th power. And I to the 4th power is I squared times I squared, isn't it? Which is the same as negative 1 times negative 1. And that would equal 1. And from there, no matter how far you go, you're going to go back to one of these 4 values. So look, if you had I to the 15th power, I to the 15th power, you could say is equal to I to the 4th power times 3, isn't it? Doesn't that give us I to the 12th? Times I to the 3rd power. What's I to the 4th power? I to the 4th is 1, isn't it? Times I cubed. I to the 3rd is, 1 to the 3rd is 1 times I cubed is still I cubed. Really, really important. All right? So we're going to go on to our second video, but I just want to start with this stuff in mind. We have it? If you don't have it, make sure you have notes on it, because it's going to really, really help you on this next part.